The arms and legs went black.
Yeah, I mean, awful. I mean, I've got some video.
on your phone?
I've got it on here, actually. I've got it up because...
Yeah.
It's 30th of November, and I'm still in St Thomas's Hospital, just the other side of Westminster Bridge. And not really been much to report, if I'm honest, since this condition of the most appalling sepsis started on the 28th of September, so over 2 months ago. I want to say a very big thanks to the NHS, starting at Medway Hospital, and the reality is I probably shouldn't have survived this far.
So it went completely black, arms and legs?
Completely black. They looked like Pharaoh's arms. They'd just been sort of dug up out of the desert. They were sort of desiccating and dry. The blood supply loss to extremities has caused this most strange, almost leather-like plastic material to emerge, and it's caused the complete death of my hands and also my feet. Like frostbite effect, but your whole arm. Very weird.
So then you're in a coma.
Yeah.
Your arms and legs are black.
Yeah.
Do you know how long you're in a coma for? Were you out for a bit?
I think they tried to take... I don't really know the full details. When you speak to Cotty about this, she'll tell you sort of the whens, but I think I was in a full coma for about a week or so, and then sort of in and out of a bit of sedation. Gosh. And I was transported to St Thomas's Hospital on the 16th of October when I was well enough to be moved, because I just physically wasn't well enough.
So they stabilised you with drugs?
Yeah, yeah. Platelet level was collapsed, so it means you really can't be moved, because if you do have a bleed, you're going to bleed out.
No, but that's a 3-week gap.
Pretty much, yeah, getting on for 3 weeks.
When you weren't aware of what was happening?
Weren't aware at all, not a clue. And even I think the first 3 days of St Thomas's, don't really remember them very clearly.
So you woke up in St Thomas's, you thought, why am I here?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And you went to look at your arms and thought,
well,
why are they black?
You could see these black arms, and obviously wife was explaining what had happened, and
how did you feel?
I don't know what I was thinking, actually. I think probably still on the joys of fentanyl and all the rest of it by then. So I'm in and out of lucidity. But I could see these things were probably lost. It became obvious.
You couldn't move your fingers?
Oh no, they were completely fixed into a clenched fist. Yeah. And toes, I could move a couple of toes on my left leg. But there was sort of a little sign of life in them. Maybe they could have saved a bit of a foot, but my surgeon said, you are better off having them off, because you can have prosthetics and you'll walk far better than having a partial foot.
Was there any moment at which the surgeons thought, I hope you mind me saying this, maybe Cotty knows more, that is it worth Craig carrying on? It's going to be a difficult life after this. Was there a choice to be made?
I don't think that ever happened to St Thomas's, but I think those conversations certainly happened at Medway in the early stages.
What happened?
Whether he ought to be on do not resuscitate. Is it worth it?
So the choice was
so serious.
You could have been left to die, and
yes.
there's a choice made by Cotty on your behalf not to die.
Yeah. Yeah. And because you don't see many people like me, you don't often see quad amputees, and I think 20, 30 years ago you wouldn't have seen any, because people just died. I think the quality of the drugs has moved on, the understanding of sepsis has moved on that bit more over the years, and that's the reason I'm alive. And trouble is, the price I'm going to pay for living is quite serious disability, but we'll get over it. So, of course, this is the last time that these old things that have served me well for 57 years will be attached to me.
I'm a bit of a positive person. I also believe positive thoughts have to bring positive things in your life. But it just got to a point when the amputation was the only way forward. That day was difficult. That morning and the night before was very difficult because it became real.
So it'll be a new life, a different life, and we'll be adapting to it. So the Grim Reaper let me survive, but he's taken his payment in 4 of my limbs. But that's the way it is. Plenty worse things happening.
I went in the morning with the first train to get to Craig as soon as possible. And I was surprised to see that. I woke Craig up in his room. He slept very well. I couldn't, because I knew just that's when, that is it, no way back. And yes, he was very matter of fact. He accepted that they black, they not any use anymore. And that's it. So he had a very long operation. And he did come back without those black arms and legs. And by then I was fine. I just knew that is it. That's the new future, new life begins.
4 or 5 hour operation.
Yeah.
And so I woke up and thought, I couldn't have done it. They must have just sort of looked at it and decided not to or something. But then I realised, oh yes, they have done it.